What up, agents? Prime here. It's Tuesday again, so let's see what the vendor sells us this week. Are you ready? Let's go! What up, guys? Welcome to another Division 2 video. Thanks for clicking my content. Really appreciate you watching it. And today, of course, Tuesday, vendor reset day. So let's have a see what the White House sells us for the first vendor. First thing is the everyday carrier from Bellstone Armory, of course, the perfectly efficient on there, and pretty decent rolls. Armor regeneration and hazard protection on there. If you like to roll with this, then roll that armor to that max cap. I think that's the best choice. Over to the guns, not that great. You know my opinion about the guns. If they're not god rolled or near, just leave them here. 511 backpack, all blues, could be nice, but I'm not loving the 511 brand set. Over to the Fenris vest, could be nice with the armor regeneration already on there, but it has skilled, and I'm not sure if you like skilled on the Fenris vest. Over to the mods, 7.2% headshot damage, 6.5% deflected duration for your drone, 5.9% duration for your turret, and 4% burn duration for your sticky launcher. Well, let's head over to the clans. And there we are, guys, at the clan vendor 27 till 30. First thing is the invisible hand. Perfect Allegro, of course, on there. Not great of a roll. Could be nice if you're still looking for it. It's decent, but it's not god roll worthy. Over to the Future Initiative. Craft this, guys. Do not buy this. Always craft this. Spare backpack, 12.2% weapon damage, 7.5% headshot damage. In my opinion, just leave it here. The spare knee pads are a little bit better because 11.1% critical hit damage is very decent, and you would like to have that on your knee pads. And then roll that weapon damage to that 15%. Over to the M5. Not great. Not great if you ask me. Looks decent, but then roll that swap speed away and you have steady handed. Could be nice, but then make sure that you have over 100 bullets, or else, yeah, it doesn't really help you out in my opinion. Over to the custom P416, maxed out 21% health damage, but that's it. Could be nice with that strained on there. It's a little bit lower on RPM. Then roll that assault rifle damage to that max cap if you like that headshot damage on there. But I would love to see something else on this custom P416. But still, if you love this gun, you like it, pick it up. Could be a decent buy. Over to the must-buy mask from Sokolov, guys. 8.3% weapon damage. Roll that for armor or roll that for 15% weapon damage, and then next to that a max cap of 10% hazard protection and 10.5% critical hit damage. This is a very nice build if you want to combine your Sokolov and some hazard protection. For example, for your backfire build. Over to the gloves from Araldi. Not that great if you ask me. I'm not loving the repair skills on there. If you like that, roll that critical hit chance to that max cap and you have pretty decent gloves. Over to the SOCOM M16. Not great. If you like this, roll that health damage to that max cap. You have a decent one, but I'm not a fan of the SOCOM MK16. Over to the gloves from Seska. Looks decent, but 8% weapon handling. Next to that, 11.3% critical hit damage could be decent. So if you like to go for that weapon handling, not going for that in my opinion. Just go for crit chance. But if you like to go for that, roll that weapon damage to that max cap. And you have pretty decent gloves. Over to the knee pads from Golan. Not great. I'm not loving the explosive resistance on there, and the armor is too low in my opinion. Then over to the mods, 8.6% shock resistance. Then we got 6.3% skill haste for your turret. Then we got 8.7% shock resistance. Why sell 8.7 and 8.6? I can't understand that, but it's whatever. Over to the 4.4 radius for your mine. But that's it for the clan, guys. Let's head over to the theater. And there we are at the theater. The Culebra is the first thing we can buy. The named shotgun with perfect jazz hands on there. not great if you ask me. Just too low, leave it here. Just like the tactical SASG, not great. The 6716, damage to armor maxed out, but that's the only thing. The rest is just trash. Over to the gloves from Wyvern. Just leave it here, guys. Repair skills and too low of critical hit damage. Then the China Light Corporation knee pads. Repair skills and 7.2% headshot damage. Too low for both of them in my opinion. And I don't know if you like one of those on your knee pads from China Light. Over to the mods. 8.4% burn resistance. 1 extra cluster mine for your mines, of course. 4.3% holster regeneration for your shield, and 1 max target for your Firefly, and of course, there it is, as always, the 6% health for your decoy. So let's head over to the campus. And there we are, guys, at the campus. New reliable is the first thing we could pick up, but just leave it here. Just like the hunting M44, not great. M60, damage to target out of cover, maxed out. If you like this, roll that stability away for some damage to armor. But in my opinion, 11.6% LMG damage too low to buy. Mask from Badger Tough could be nice with that 160k armor, almost 160k armor. But then it has repair skills and health on there. Not great if you ask me, not the things that I'm looking for on a Badger mask. Over to the Wyvern. Could be nice with a 10.1% skill haste, but then you need to roll the headshot damage for whatever you like on there. And then in my opinion, a 10.1% skill haste is too low. Over to the mods, 15.8% repair skills. Then we got 1 extra ammo for your cam launcher, 4.2% damage for your hive, 4.7% skill haste for your pulse, and 6% shock duration for your shock traps. So let's see what the DZ sells us, shall we? And there we are at our first DZ, guys, DZ West, and yes, again, we can buy the Emperor Guards. That 1% armor regeneration on there, and it is pretty decent with an 8.5% hazard protection on there. So if you like to go for a hazard protection and armor regeneration build, this is a must buy, guys. DZ West, don't forget it. Custom M870, leave it here. 1886, the same. Looks decent, but I'm not loving the breadbasket on there. Damage to target out of cover is decent, but the rest is too low. Just like the True Patriot gloves. Could be nice with that 5% critical hit chance on there. Then roll that armor to that max cap if you like this combination. Then over to the ongoing directive knee pads. 4.7% critical hit chance. Could be nice. Then roll that weapon damage to that max cap. Golden gloves. 2 reds on there, but it's headshot damage and 10.1% critical hit damage. The armor is too low in my opinion to combine these. Over to the knee pads from Overlord. Max out 6% critical hit chance, but the rest again is too low. In my opinion, you do not like that skill haste on there, especially not 9.1%. Over to the mods. You know my opinion about the Dark Zone mods, guys. Leave them here, way too expensive. Farm in the open world or buy in the open world. Let's head over to the next DZ. And there we are, guys, at DZ South. First thing is the Mozambique special, not great. CMG Banshee, not great at all. Police M4, would love to say to buy this, but no. Again, the first wave PF45. Leave it here. Then we got an 8.8% weapon damage on an Ace's backpack, but a 10.9% critical hit damage. Critical hit damage could be nice, only 1.1% away from the cap. So roll that weapon damage to that max cap. And of course the talent on there, Aces in the sleeve. Then the True Patriot, leave it here. Then we got a backpack from 511, just the same. Not great if you ask me. The armor is decent, the hazard protection is decent, but the repair skills, not loving it on there. So you could roll it away, but then again 511, nah. Over to the Fenris, 15% weapon damage, 9.5% critical hit damage and 7.9% status effect already on the vest. And then of course with kinetic momentum on there. I'm not sure if you like this. I'm not liking it, so I'm not picking it up. And then of course the mods again, guys. Nothing really to buy. Way too expensive. You know what I always say. So let's head over to the last DZ. And there we are at our last DZ, guys. DZ East, the White Death is the first thing we can buy. You could go for it, roll that marksman rifle to that max cap, but I'm not loving the magazine size on there. Classic M44, just leave it here, just like the MK46. Not great if you ask me. Could be nice with that in-sync, but way too low in rolls. Over to the mask from Ongoing Directive. 7% weapon handling, 8.3% weapon damage. Nah. Over to the Striker Battle Gear. Could be nice, but again, weapon damage is too low in my opinion to buy it from the Dark Zone. Over to the mask from Guard. Too low in my opinion as well. I do not like explosive resistance and I do not like weapon handling. And then over to the Golan holster, not great at all. Again, leave it here, way too expensive to buy. And then again, the mods, leave them there here, guys. Farm for the open world or even try and buy them in the open world vendors. Over to New York. And there we are, guys. The first vendor in New York. The FAL is the first thing we can pick up. Could be decent, almost max out assault rifle damage, but the rest is way too low. And it drops a lot in the open world, guys. Just farm ARs and you will definitely get a few FALs. Over to the classic RPK, the same, rate of fire on there. And then if you like this, roll a rate of fire away, but you have that spike. Way too low in rolls in my opinion. Double barreled shotgun, leave it here. X45, exactly the same, never buy a pistol. Go over to the Alps Vest. Not great if you ask me. That's 4.5% critical hit chance, could be nice with a 10.1% skill haste, but I'm not loving Vanguard on my Alps. Over to the Overlord. Rainbow roll, leave it here. Fenris Mask, 9.9% weapon damage, 4.7% critical hit chance and 10.1% critical hit damage. This could be a very decent buy. Roll that weapon damage to that max cap and you have a decent mask if you're still looking for a full red Fenris Mask. Over to the mods, 8.6% skill duration, 16.6% repair skills. Over to the 4.2% shield health. And 8.5% radius for your pulse and 4.9% blast radius for your sticky. So let's head over to the last vendor of this week. And there we are, guys, last vendor at Roy. MP5 is the first thing we can pick up, but just leave it here, not great. Just like the L86, not great as well. If you like this, roll that swap speed away for whatever you think is necessary, but in my opinion it's way too low to buy. Just like the Urban MDR, way too low. Custom PF45 handgun, just go in the open world. Then we got a backpack from Araldi, 15% weapon damage and then too low in critical hit damage and weapon handling on there with Bloodsucker. Not great if you want to go for a marksman rifle build in my opinion. Over to the Bellstone gloves, almost 160k armor, then 16.2% repair skills and 7.3% hazard protection. The armor could be nice if you're looking for some hazard protection. This is too low in my opinion and the repair skills are not doing that much for you. Over to the Guard, maxed out armor regeneration is very nice, but again that armor underneath 100k. It's way too low and then repair skills 14.3%. No thank you. Over to the last mods, 4.7% critical hit chance, 4.4% critical hit chance. Why? Why are you selling this? 4.7 and then a 4.4. We can use it on everything. How can you do this? But yeah, this is just me probably. 7.8% scan range for your drone and 4.2% duration. And last one is 4.1% duration for your shock traps. So yeah guys, that's pretty much the whole vendor reset. There are a few things that we could pick up. There are a lot of things that I cannot understand why they sell it twice or even put it in the vendor reset. But yeah, that's just my opinion guys. But for today, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.